It's a really nice evening out here. I'm in the mood to go for a hike. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's my wood yard. That's a direction I haven't showed you yet. That's my blade workout yard there that you seen. We're gonna take the cold steel blackthorn staff on this hike, and it's always really helpful to have a good hiking stick, staff, whatever you want to call it. And you know, this one's working out pretty good. Yeah, years ago, you know, Cold Steel probably had that on a Christmas sale and a really good deal on it, so I picked up a nice polypropylene hiking staff there. Really working out good. So my left knee is kind of it's not a real big problem, but that's the one that likes to have a little bit of help every once in a while. So that's what we're doing today. Looks like we got, what do we have here? The dinosaur tracks. Maybe geese, maybe turkey. That's interesting there. Might be turkeys. So we'll pass by the area where I'm getting that nice oak firewood. I had that on a video too. So here we go. We'll just take my established path out there. Okay. I'll pause out when we get way up yonder that way. Gotta save a little space on this video, you know. So yeah, here we are. I do believe this is an oak. Or an ash that broke off and blew down. And I'm not sure exactly where this came from, but this is for sure, this is oak that blew down off of one of these trees here. Like I said, this is from an oxbow of the main creek that comes through this valley here. We're gonna go and find that creek. So this little basin that I've been cutting wood out of is starting to flood and fill up. So that's always kind of an adventure, you know. Almost a little pond there. I'll bet the frogs will be chirping in that in a few months or so. That'll be kind of fun to check that out. I'm pretty sure I could find some smaller good firewood in this pile one of the days when it warms up and gets nicer, you know. Yeah, there you can see that's pretty thin and soft and slushy today. And as we warm up this time of the year, it's gonna get thawed out one of these days here in the weeks to come. Okay, I'm getting way out here, farther than I've been before. I know that main creek has got to be over that way somewhere. Here's some firewood right here, you know. So it's not outside the possibility that I could be working for this outfit for, you know, another half a year, I think. It's right now I'll say, well, it's not an impossible series of future events, you know. But anyway, just hiking today. I don't want to think about anything else right now. It's just really nice to be out here. It's what I like doing. Yeah, I'm testing out that new backpack. Probably show that on camera when I get back to the yard there. Put this up on the camera stand and whatnot. So yeah, I could easily bring my little red horse and my cart and another trailer full of toys and tools. And I could cut firewood in style, you know, with my cart and my ATV. And I think we found the main creek. Let's go take a look at it. So yeah, this would basically be like river valley forest land that we naturally have here, all across North Dakota. Actually, we believe it or not, we have little pockets of forest land, you know, all over across North Dakota. You know, it's got a reputation for being the barren rectangle. I should probably just shut up and let the whole country think that. Just keep on thinking that. You know what I mean? There's the creek right there. And I'm in this little horse pasture here. It's all fenced off. So, yeah, there you have it. Let's see if we can get the kayak out there. Oh, I'd have room to put the kayak on the old stock trailer. The stock trailer could be brought out here. It's a borderline small river. I do believe I could maybe kayak out there. If we could find a landing point. It's almost as beautiful as where I was living. I guess it's 3 years ago now. Up on the Mouse River. The Mouse River kind of looked the same as this creek right here. Good times, not forgotten. More potential firewood. Of course, I'd have my fencing tools with me to move if I moved some of my favorite equipment out here. Help out my neighbor a little bit. He rents this pasture from my landlord, and he runs his horses out here, so that's whose horses you're seeing. And it's a beautiful little homestead here by this creek. And yeah, like I said quite some time ago, this is not in city limits at all. We're out in the country. So that would be my landing beach. Probably could even camp out there. Property lines in this particular situation are really not an issue as long as you're not, you know, going into somebody's actual fields or farmstead or house. So like bodies of water in North Dakota, they are a public highway. So it's literally considered a public transportation highway. So, you know, as long as you're, you know, as close to the water as you can stay, you can basically hike, you know, an entire river, you know, crossing property lines and stuff like that. You know, I actually like that. It's kind of got to be like that. You know, if you ever had to travel cross country, you know, well, this is the way I'd like to do it. And I say that's a good thing. You know, got to have public access so that we can exercise our right to free travel. That's the way I see it. You know, I've been on both sides of the issue too, so. Anyway, it's really nice out here today. I better get back to camp. and we'll wrap this video up at the knife and sword range. So it really is nice to have a real live hiking staff. You know, it's got to be about shoulder height, and when you're going, you know, when you're going downhill, you can put that out in front of you. It really helps out a lot. It is not something I'm going to be without when it comes to hiking. Really important to have a good staff. Okay. Okay, like I said, you know, that little basin I was cutting that deadfall oak out of, that's an oxbow. And you know, this is like an old channel of the creek that curved way back around this way. So I'm just coming back around all of that, right back to camp. It'll circle around and take us back. Camp is straight that way, straight north basically. So we'll get there pretty soon. So there's my firewood basin, I guess we'll call it. And like the oxbow curves all the way back down where we were looking at the creek, straight that direction. In the deep dark forest here, you know, it's hard to make sense of any of this, especially from a video, but well, there's camp right there. All right. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up, I think. Can't really tell what's happening on camera there. Okay, we'll have this kind of fun on the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Dead Wolf out.